everybody, and welcome back to Home with Tracy. So in today's video, it's going to be a little bit of a different one. There's no cooking, no cleaning, none of that. Today is going to be an unboxing. I had somebody comment either on this channel or over on the other one that they wanted to know what homeschool program we used, what does it look like, would I be willing to go in detail of what comes in the boxes, what you get with it, and I guess why I like it. So that's what today's video is going to be about, an unboxing of our homeschool curriculum because we are starting school in the next few days. So to tell you a little bit about homeschooling, I've been homeschooling ever since my oldest went into 6th grade. I've enjoyed it. I get to be the one that teaches my children. To explain why we use this curriculum over others, I'll start with this. When I first pulled Kayla out of real school and decided to homeschool, we decided this was going to be the best one for us. Did I know it at the time? No, not really, but I had a lot of different parents that were homeschooling come to me and say, hey, we use this. It's really easy to use. It's self-explanatory. It teaches very well. Give it a shot. There's so many out there on the market, and how do you know which one to get? You really don't until you try them and you see if your child likes them. Do you like them? Is it working? That's the main thing. So when we pulled Kayla out, we decided to go with Abeka because I knew a lot of other parents that used it, so I knew I already had like a little support system. Because trust me, I was super nervous about homeschooling. My first year I was a nervous wreck. It wasn't gonna do it right. Was I gonna mess her up from all the learning she already had? Like, I was so stressed out. But thankfully for my friends that were there to answer questions, and this program right here, this got me through my first year of homeschool. We have used other homeschool curriculums in the past with Kayla and with Briley, but with my youngest, Aiden, he has only ever done Abeka, and my plan is to finish out with Abeka. This is a good program, I feel like, for anybody that is nervous about homeschooling, for the simple fact of you just feel like you don't know where to start and what to do, but this gives you everything. It gives you the parent kit, DVDs, and all the student material. I'm gonna go through every single box, unbox everything, show you what comes in the boxes, that way you can kind of see, and this is a complete kit for the entire year of 7th grade. I cannot believe my youngest is going into 7th grade. I'm not sure if my DVDs are here yet. I picked up all these boxes and I'm just unsure if any of these have the DVDs. Most of the time, the DVDs do not come until right before your start date of school, and our start date is not for another probably 4 days, so I know they'll probably be here if they're not in this pile right now, and they could be. The only reason I've always gone back to this one is because it really does teach. My kids have never had an issue learning when I use this program. Other programs I've used, had horrible experiences with. Am I saying this is the best one? No. Am I saying this is probably the best one for our family and works with my children? Yes. So with that, let's get to opening some boxes. Start with the first one. Maybe we should start with this one. It's the smallest. I feel like this is going to be test keys. I could be wrong. Okay, let's get the glasses because, y'all, we got to have the glasses so I can see what I'm doing. So this is going to be, it says my English 7 video test kit, my math, life science, and a math key solution. Whoa, that's a big one. This looks like all my teacher materials. These are Aiden's. Because the students always get the nice colorful books, and I feel like ours are always, the teacher guides are always just black and white. Oh, these are DVDs. Oh, wow. Everything is like individualized now. So, okay, in 7th grade, you start getting individual, like for each subject. Where used to, you would get your DVDs and it would be like 3 big boxes and it would just be one teacher teaching every single subject. So now we are moving on to what feels like high school, y'all. He's got all the individuals like Riley did. And we'll go through those in a minute. Let's start with some of these books. And the way I normally go through all my stuff is I open up one at a time, and normally they have like a little piece of paper to kind of tell you what should be in each one of these. And it may just be the back one this year, because used to it was a paper. Yeah, they don't even give the paper no more. The cardboard on the back tells you what should be in each one of these packets. I'm gonna get everything organized and then we'll go through each subject. As I was going through it, I decided to stop and come back on here. This is the first year as well. We're not gonna have one big manual for his school day. It's gonna be individual books. This is how Briley's looked in high school. And maybe it started in 7th grade, maybe I just don't remember, but you used to get this. This is 6th grade, okay? That's the 6th grade manual, and you open it up, and it would tell you, like, this was Monday, and I always put the date. Like you had Bible, arithmetic, reading. It went through every subject for like your day. And now he's got like individual ones to tell me what he needs to do each day. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm having a moment. I'm sorry. It's just, man, I'm going to miss this. This made me feel like he was still a kid. This makes me feel like it's high school already. Oh my gosh, that is so sad. My books are not completely like I want them. All the test keys I laid out so I can show you guys when I get to them. All the test keys I have go in here, but I have to clean all this stuff out. So I put all my test keys here. All Aiden's books will go on this side, and all the teacher supplies go on this side, like my books. So I'm just trying to get things kind of separated. So now let me go through and show you guys what the curriculum looks like. These are the test books and the quiz booklets. So for subjects this year, he has got History of the World, Life of Christ, and also Exodus, Science, Order and Design, Grammar and Composition, Vocabulary, Spelling, Poetry, and Of the People. This is literature, and then Intermediate Mathematics. Just to give you an example of what one of these look like, this is his quiz booklet. So when he has a quiz, you open it up, like this is quiz 17. You rip this out of the book, give these to your student, and then they take their quizzes. The quiz key looks like this for you. And then it has, of course, like I said, all the answers in it. So that way it's super simple to grade. For the test, it's the exact same way. This is your test book, and these are your tests. Now, something I will say, Abeka tests are not very short. They're very long. Okay, so like this test is test 2. I'm not sure how big this one will be, but there's 1 page. This is part of it. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and average is 5. Yeah, so this is a 5-page test. That's something that most students do not enjoy, or the tests are super big. And then this is your test key. So like I said, you know what a test key looks like. It's gonna have all your answers in it. And even like if you have maps or anything, let me go back to here. It's gonna tell you, and then it kind of gives you, which I like, because students have to write paragraphs in here. So I like the fact that they actually tell you what it should be on and kind of give you an idea. So if you haven't read the lesson, you still can give them an accurate grade. So that's what each one of these look like. I'll now show you guys Aiden's books. This is his science book, but I do like it because it keeps your interest. That's what the science book looks like. And then he also gets a science activity book. And this will be, like you see, crossword puzzles, match up the answer with the picture. So this one tries to keep it a little more fun. See, word search, Yeah, give me that any day. I love a good word search. This is his history book. I'll be honest, not my favorite subject. I'm not a fan. I get very bored in this book. But that's the history book. He also gets the History of the World Atlas, and this helps him learn maps. So then when they come up on the test, he's not so shocked about, I don't know where that's at. I don't remember learning that. Because these tear out as well. I think they do, they should. And this is a book that he can look back on. So when he does fill in some of the answers in here, or if he needs to go back and refer to this before a test, he can. We have grammar and composition. Looks like your basic grammar and composition book, right? Also, to go with that one, you have a vocabulary, spelling, and poetry. And this is literally, you just get a list of words, definitions, fill in the blanks, and then you have spelling test every week. So that's what this is. And in the very back, you can also have your index to look up words you need to figure out where they are in the book. This is his literature book this year. This is gonna be different. We do literature every year, but normally it's not like one big book. Oh my gosh, that's another thing. Let me show you. Last year, Aiden got all these readers, okay? It's so sad. We got no readers for this year. He'll still have to read books, I'm sure, but we'll get to choose them ourselves. So that's so sad. So we're not doing these anymore either, y'all. And it's gonna have different stories and different things in it. Poems and stuff like that. And the most dreaded book of them all. We are just not a math family. I wish we were. I wish we were, but we're not. And this is the thickest one he has. Y'all, it's so thick. All right, let's see what we're gonna be learning. Let's start with the beginning. Okay, we did a lot of this last year. It's normally when you get to the middle of the book, it starts getting scary, because then it's like, oh, brand new stuff. See, I feel like he's done some of this already. That's another good thing. They always touch on what we left off on, so then it's not too confusing. Because see, I even remember doing this stuff last year. Let's go and go to the very back. So we're getting into definitely some newer math, which I like graphs and stuff. And see, we did these last year, so he shouldn't have too hard of a time. What's at the very back? Okay, so there is a reference section in here, so if there's anything he's got a question on, it kind of gives him an idea. So hopefully it's not a bad math year yet. And now we're gonna go over my books. These, I don't even know if I have these in order, but this is my life science. This is what I was talking about. This is the video manual book. So when you do Abeka, you actually get this book, and it kind of has a bunch of information in the front on how to grade, how to this, how to that, so you don't feel like super lost doing this. If we're on day 24, lesson 24, it tells you the pages we're gonna go over, the homework check from the night before, then he'll watch his video. That's why I love those DVDs right there. And then watch the video, and then you can familiarize yourself, and it talks about that. And then it also tells you what to read and everything they're gonna go over for the day. If they have a test, it will say right here, the materials needed, they're gonna need test 2, and then I'm going to need my teacher key, and then it tells you if there was homework to check or anything. Then there's also reading quizzes. It tells you how to grade those, if they get them wrong or right. It also has these sheets for you. So it really comes with everything you need. Plus in the very, very back, it tells you how to grade and how to do everything. And then you have these progress reports. And if you're doing the accredited program, you mail this back to them. You get one for you and one for them. This one sends to them, and this one is your home teacher copy. So you get to keep a copy of it, and you mail this in, and then they can come up with the report card for your student. But for us right now, I'm doing it independent, means I keep up with grades, I keep up with everything. I don't have to fill both of these out. I just have to fill out my copy, because we're not mailing anything in this year. And this is an answer key to a book he's got. And then the book I showed you earlier, his little activity book. This will have, of course, all the answers in it, so I can help him in case he gets stuck. We have the world history answer key. Now this is to the text questions. Like in his book, if he's answering questions, you have this one to refer back to be like, oh, the answer to that is this. This is for his other book, the one I was telling you about, the maps. It'll have all the answers in it. All right, so we got physical education this year, which we normally have that every year anyway. But for the most part, I don't think we've ever had a true physical education separate book. This is gonna be the first year of us doing this. But I remember doing this with Briley, and I remember doing this with Kayla, so this shouldn't be very hard. But it gives you different activities you can do if he wants to do a stationary run, swim. It gives you a bunch of different options in this book, 2 different activities you can do. And it tells you like how fast you should be running for that 1 mile. So 14 or less minutes to run a mile. It gives you the little progress reports back here, like your record chart. So you can mark down, okay, I did walking, I did swimming, I did whatever, and then you get your total time. And then when you're done, same thing back here, you get a place that you can write down all their grades. And there's a ton of different activities. So there's gotta be at least a few things on here I know Aiden would love, but I feel like there's something for everybody, even if it's just walking. This is for our Bible portion. And this is gonna be my video lesson manual. Again, just like the other one, each lesson, like lesson 84, there's a test, and it tells me exactly what I need to do. History is gonna be the same thing. Your video lesson book with your progress report in the back. Math, same thing. Your video lesson book, your progress reports. This is my solution key. This book goes to his big book. So if he's doing work on a certain page, I can come in this book and be like, oh, what number are you on? Let me help you. This is a literature answer key to his book. Another video manual for English. Same thing as I've been showing you guys with the progress report in the back. And then he will have book reports. And a lot of times he gets to choose whatever book he prefers to read. So that's kind of nice. Okay, this is my grammar and composition book. And this is my answer key for his main book. And same thing with his vocabulary, spelling and poetry book. I can help him out if he gets stumped on any of those. And that's my answer key. These are all the DVDs we got. You don't get one for PE because PE is kind of do it at your own pace. But we get life science, and I don't have these in order, of course. Actually, this set was actually in order. So you get 3 of them, and you can see the lesson numbers correspond with what lesson you're on in your book. And it actually has the teacher name right here on each one. If you go on their website, you can actually see the teachers and see a sample of the videos if you're curious. This is the world history. You get 3 of those, 3 English 7s, 3 Bible 7, and 3 intermediate mathematics. So that is the Abeka homeschool curriculum for grade 7. It is a little more fun looking, and you get an activity book like art projects and things like that if you're doing a younger grade. And then as you get older, I don't want to say it gets more boring, but you know, as with anything, it must come to an end. So all the fun things do kind of slow down, and it's more focused on schoolwork and focused on grades. We love this program. It's done really well for us and our family. It's not for everybody. It is a lot. So the first year I got this program, I was super overwhelmed, even when I opened the box. I feel like every year I open the box, I get overwhelmed, like, whoa. But now that I know what to expect, it's not as bad. But the first year I remember opening it going, I don't even know where to start. But it's so easy. Just kind of put everything into groups of subjects and what they are, your teacher materials versus your student. DVDs are separate. It just makes it so much easier. I'm not trying to sell you guys this homeschool curriculum. It's totally up to you. I just know I had somebody ask, they wanted to see it in detail and see what it was about. And so that's what I did today, is show you guys what it looks like. If you use Abeka, let me know down below. Also, if you homeschool, let me know. And what curriculum do you use? If you have one that you like better, let me know. I don't know if we'll ever switch, just because I'm gonna be honest, we had a really good time at Briley's graduation. It was really fun for her to walk across the stage at school. It's a real school, real classrooms. You can even take a tour of the classrooms they film in at the real school in Pensacola, Florida. So I think that's pretty awesome. And my plan is for Aiden to graduate with this program. I also had somebody ask, would I ever send my kids to public school? Absolutely, without a doubt. My children have gone, as far as like Kayla, she did go up until 6th grade, and then we decided to try homeschooling with her, and it worked. And to this day, she thanks me all the time, Mama, thank you so much for homeschooling me. I'm so glad you did. And I've asked Briley when she was in high school, I'm like, do you want to go? Do you want to try it? You know, you might enjoy it. You know, you can go to prom and this and that. and she never showed interest. She didn't want to go. She loved homeschooling. And you can ask my son, I ask him all the time, do you want to go to real school? He's like, heck no. He likes homeschooling. It's not a choice of me wanting them to stay home. I leave it up to them, and I ask them if they want to go, they are welcome. If they want to continue homeschooling, I'm going to continue homeschooling. There you go, there's that answer as well, because I know that'll probably be one of the questions that come up. But if you do have any questions, feel free to ask them down below. Let's chit chat in the comment section and talk about homeschool stuff, because I love it. I've been doing it a long time, and any advice I can give, I'd love to, and any advice you can give me, I'd love to take advice as well, because you might know something that will make my day a little easier than what I'm doing right now. That's it for this video for Home with Tracy. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up, like it up. Don't forget to leave a comment down below so we can talk. Also, subscribe if you haven't, and make sure you come back, because the next video is more than likely going to be organizing this cabinet and trying to get it all put together and get ready for homeschool. So thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.